So it's that I think that we're seeing in a way, and I'm not saying that this is a coordinated effort, but I'm just seeing like the market just say $70. You have to be next level incredible for me to say $70. But and the double A category, you're just seeing like $30, $40. Everybody's like, this is fun. I'm having fun, and it's really exciting and refreshing.
I think a lot of these games will be very fun. I guess I was only trying to speak to the fact of like,
no, that's a fair point. You're making a fair point.
Was this intentionally meant to be a all double A showcase? And if it wasn't, if it just kind of happened that way incidentally, does that mean that Xbox could not get anybody big to market their game specifically on their platform?
Right.
That's what I'm curious about. Like, could they not get Dragon's Dogma? Could they not get the brands and the IPs and the games that we see in State of Plays that aren't even necessarily exclusive? It just felt interesting to me that all these games were either sort of known quantities with Frostpunk 2, Final Fantasy 14 Online, and the Persona 3 content that probably should have come in the frickin' remaster or the remake anyway. I don't understand why that's an expansion pass. That doesn't make any sense. If you're gonna remake a game that came out a long time ago, put all the DLC
spoilers. It's a Persona game. I'm surprised you're not having to buy it for full price next year as Persona 3 Remake 2.
You might have to. I'm just
We're not committing to that.
I'm not saying I'm surprised.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it was just watching it live. Like, I'll be interested to watch back the Alters trailer, but like, it just looked a little bit like janky. Like, these games just look very double A, but like that experience looks like very cool. Like the idea of like playing a space, Starfield, No Man's Sky, like outpost game, but it's also like an episode of Survivor. Like that's dope. Like, I love that as a concept. I just thought all these games looked a little bit under polished, I guess, in terms of, except for that Zao game. That game looks sick. The African game or whatever that looks like the new Prince of Persia that came out.
That looks great.
I've got nothing bad to say about that.
And there was that samurai game, and was it Zao?
Like that one,
Kunitsu something or other?
No, that was different.
No, I thought that was the one. I thought
there was one that was like it was like, oh man, let me see if I could find it.
Talking about the Berserker? The first Berserker game?
Yeah, the Berserker game. Yeah, that's what I was confusing.
Yeah, Kazan.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah, because I was like, there was another game, and I was like, like it's the action, and then here it is. It was the it was the action and the combat, but also just the visual style that this game represents with the like the hair, but then everything's kind of dark and gloomy, and the combat's fast and furious. So I think for me, it was game of the show. I was like, this was the thing. I was like, oh man,
you're not a Souls guy though, right?
Am I not? Like, I've been playing through Elden Ring, and it's incredible. Like, my weakness with video games is I don't have time. It's like, all right.
Have you played any of the other Souls games besides?
No, I've only been playing through Elden Ring, and then I want to play the others, especially like Sekiro. I've heard really cool things.
Okay, yeah, I'll be interested to see if you like that type of game, because Elden Ring is not really one of them. Like, Elden Ring is them saying, let's do what we do with the type of gameplay loop that we do, but also materially change that so that it's more open world exploration than really anything else. Like, we're going to make the focal point of our game ethos, design, philosophy to be, you should be able to look out over the horizon and say, I want to go there, and that be what that game is about. And that's not what other Souls games were about at all. So it'll be interesting to see if you kind of carry over that love, because the attention to detail and like the intricacy and the way that they world build, it's still evident in the other games. They just aren't built around the same. They're just not going for the same thing. It's not the same creative vision.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if you like those as well. But yeah, I'm a guy that'll play any AA Souls, McGee, whatever. Like, I'll play The Surge or Lords of the Fallen or whatever. So yeah, like, put me down for that one. I'll be sending emails about that, trying to get my hands on that. I agree with you. I think that one and Zao were the strongest, even though that's not like Prince of Persia. As good as it was, it's not really my type of game per se. Like, that would be one more that I would be interested in, like, hearing your thoughts and Mark's thoughts, like, on the podcast.
Yeah.
Because it just looks objectively good. But I think those two were like the highlights, and then like just like announcing like a Roblox partnership with Chucky is like weird. I don't know if I'm just old. But
no, man.
Really
as a dad,
really
that literally I was like,
Yeah.
oh shoot, I gotta pay closer attention to Roblox now. Like if that's
that's like a warning flag.
It's a massive warning flag, especially for that game, and it's like because like at the end of the day, like kids are super impressionable. That's why we have YouTube Premium, because I don't want ads. Like kids see and they're like, oh, it's like
you would agree that is a weird announcement for this showcase.
Very. And I was like, it looks very Roblox.
I thought it was outfits as well.
I thought it was an Xbox 360 game for a while at the start.
Well, it's Roblox, so it has that.